strong focus on what I want.
All right, Cody Bellinger is officially back. He is a New York Yankee. He just signed a 5-year, $162.5 million deal that averages out to $32.5 million a year with a $20 million signing bonus. So Cody Bellinger was a great Yankee last year, okay? He batted .272 batting average, 29 home runs, 98 RBIs, and 814 OPS, okay? He was great. The only problem about Cody Bellinger is he's just too inconsistent, as you guys might know. Way too inconsistent. He had a great year in 2023, the bounce back with the Cubs. Kind of a down year in 2024, great year in 2025. I think this contract is pretty good, to be honest. It's $32.5 million a year for 5 years. There are opt-outs after the second and third year, but I don't think Bellinger's going to want to take those because he wanted the no-trade clause, which the Yankees did for him, okay? So I'm very excited that he's back as a Yankee. I just don't think that should be the only move that the Yankees do. I think they're in deep trouble if it is, okay? So what they need to do next is they have to put him at probably the 2 or 3 behind Judge or in front of Judge. I would probably put him, depending on who your leadoff hitter is. So if you had Dominguez lead off, you could really go either way since Dominguez is a switch hitter. If you had Jazz leading off, you really should put Judge 2, Cody Bellinger 3. I just don't like the idea that the Yankees are doing. They're just having a run it back here. So they're just going to get Bellinger back. They don't have any new pitching yet, but this is a great first step. Unfortunately, it came 2 months too late, in my opinion. This deal should have been done in November, December, but it is what it is with Boras holding out and Bellinger not wanting to, to take the deal yet. But, it is what it is. Bellinger's a Yankee for 5 years. I'm very excited. I just don't know if this contract will age super well. Bellinger is 31 right now, I believe. So, it is what it is. If he stays consistent, $32.5 million is a great contract. Tucker just got $60 million, which is incredible overpay. I don't think he's worth 2 times as much as Bellinger's. I think Bellinger's an amazing outfielder. I think he has a great at-bat, or he has a great bat, I should say. I don't know. He's a great outfielder. It's just the consistency I'm worried about, like him. But he excelled against left-handed pitchers last season. He had a great OPS. I think it was over 1,000. I think like 1,031. And he had 370 average against him. Against right-handed pitchers, it was 245 average and a lower OPS, around like low 700s, I believe. But he was so much better against lefties, so what you could maybe do is platoon him in there. You put him in the outfield against lefties, and then, take out Dominguez, or to put Dominguez in against another pitcher while Grisham's in, because Grisham's not good against lefties. So you could play Bellinger over Grisham in those scenarios, keep Dominguez in, have him in, okay? So if I was doing, which I should be because he sucks, but if I were him, I would put him in left field again, or center, have Grisham in center field, and then I would try to play Dominguez a lot more. I mean, Dominguez is a promising prospect. He has had no time to shine. It just kind of sucks because, he has no playing time. He had that Tommy John surgery in 2023. Everyone thought he was going to come back in 24 and be amazing, but we had Verdugo who was doing well over him, and now Dominguez has no playing time. Now in 2025, you had God Grisham, who was amazing last year. I think that we should never have given him that qualifying offer, though. I think we should have just risked it and had Dominguez out there every single day. And if Dominguez sucks, you throw someone else in there. You throw in Jones maybe, or someone else who can play the outfield. You could even throw Jazz in center field, and that would have been an amazing outfield. But nonetheless, I'm excited about Bellinger coming back. I just don't think it's enough for the Yankees right now to win, especially with the Dodgers doing what they just did with Tucker and Diaz. The Yankees need to go on and sign someone amazing. So they can either sign someone low budget right now, but there's no one left, so they can trade for someone. The first thing they got to do is trade for Peralta. I mean, come on. Freddie Peralta has to be a Yankee in the next week or two, because there's no reason that they should go into the Yankee season this year without Peralta. I mean, you're going to start Rodon and Cole down. You have Schmidt out for the year, and you just can't rely on Heel. You can't rely on Heel as your guy. Schlitt's going to do good. Fried's going to do good, but after that, it's kind of rocky. So, Freddie Peralta, he had a 17-6 win-loss record this last year, 2.70 ERA. He struck out 204 batters. He threw over 175 innings with 33 starts. He's insane. He should be the guy the Yankees go for. And if you got to trade a Heel, so be it. Heel has a few years left to control, but Heel's buns, bro. I'm telling you, he's buns. He had an okay first few years, but besides that, nothing crazy. You trade him, trade another prospect or two, get the deal done. I mean, people are saying they don't want to do that because they don't want to, they don't want to spend the money or trade the prospects. And I get it, but because Peralta's rental, so they don't want to trade Heel for a rental. But Peralta's someone that makes your team better right now. Judge is 34 years old. He needs to have a ring on very soon, because if he doesn't, I mean, you're wasting his prime. You're wasting Judge is literally 33. He'll be 34 in April. If there's a severe chance of a lockout in 2027, he'll be missing his age 35 season. That means he'll come back at 36 years old, and he won't be the same player then, So they got to get Freddie Peralta. That's number one. If the Yankees get Freddie Peralta, we have a good chance. We got Bellinger back now. We got Peralta. I know people are saying our lineup's great, so that's good. We had the best lineup in baseball last year. I guess agree to disagree. I think we were fine, but I don't think we were anywhere near where we should have been. I think we need one more big fish. I wish we signed Bichette. He was my dream guy. I knew we weren't ever going to get Tucker, but Bichette could have been that guy. But it is what it is. You pivot. So what the Yankees could do now is if they get Peralta and they take out, Heel, you kind of just trade for trade, which honestly is probably better, because then when Cole and Rodon come back, our rotation will be set. Our lineup is okay right now. What they need to do, though, is they got to get Wells the hell out of there. You get Wells out of there, you put Rice at catcher, you could put Bellinger at first base, or if Wells has a good first part of the season, you put him at catcher and then keep Rice at first. I just don't like the idea of Rice playing first base every day. I think he's fine. I think he's a better catcher. I think he has a great arm, and he's a lot of potential as catcher. So he should be the guy that's playing catcher every day. But it is what it is. You don't have another first baseman unless you wanted to call up Jones or move Bellinger back at first. If you move Bellinger to first, put Jones in the outfield if you wanted to call him up. But if you don't have that much room, what you could do is just trade Jones. I would 100% be on board with trading Jones. It's Dominguez or Jones this offseason. It's pretty clear they don't want to keep both. If I was the Yankees, I'm trading Jones. I think he has a huge ceiling, but he is a big strikeout guy. I think he's already 24, 25 years old. So he's getting up there as a prospect. And if you want to still get value for him, you should trade him. The guy I would trade him for, I would 100% trade him for Zach Neto on the Angels. Yeah, I mean, amazing infielder, a great shortstop. I don't think Anthony Volpe is going to come back this year and be your starting shortstop. I think you got to go for Zach Neto, 257 batting average, 26 home runs, 62 RBIs, 129 hits. And he's only 24 years old. So he's the same age as Volpe is, if not a little younger. I think they're around the same exact age. But Zach Neto is the guy you should be going for if you're the Yankees. Trade whoever. Trade Jones. If you had to trade Dominguez over Jones, you do what you got to do. I'd rather give Dominguez that chance. And if Jones can't keep up in the AAA league, he's not going to do anything great in MLB. You got to start making the move. So if you get Zach Neto in, you bring in Freddie Peralta on some trades. You trade Heel, you trade Jones, you trade a few more prospects. Maybe Will Warren if you did, or Yarbrough, whatever it might be. You do what you got to do, So at the end of the day, I'm hyped we got Bellinger back. $32.5 million a year isn't ideal. I would like to be $27, $28 million range. But a 5-year deal, you can't complain. I think the Yankees played it great. I think Cash God did the thing. I think he told Bellinger and Boris, look, we're not gonna go to your demands. 5 years, $162 million deal. Keep moving. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.